This brings us to the last technical session of this convention. This session is on skill development and technology upgradation, to be chaired by Shri Sachin Sandhir, Managing Director, South Asia, RICS, co-chair by Deepak Ji Bharadwaj, and the panelists are Shri Parag Majumdar, Shri Harpal Singh, and Shri Alok Agarwal. May I have the pleasure of inviting Sachin Ji here. Sachin Sandhir is the Managing Director and Country Head of RICS in India. He has been a part of the real estate industry for close to 17 years and has been responsible for building organizations and taking them through the growth phase and building scale and creating value for all stakeholders. RICS is the world's leading professional body for qualification and standards in land, property and construction. Parag Majumdar is CMD Ritman Infra Limited, which he started in 1997. With the purpose of achieving good atmosphere for all, he has promoted energy efficient lighting technology of LED lights. Shri Harpal Singh is CMD of Synergy Thislington. This company manufactures
7,000 civil engineers against an annual demand of close to 3.5 million people. We have a total of 49,000 architects registered with the Council of Architects, and we have an annual demand of 396,000 professionals per year. And as for planners, for a country where there are 8,000 towns, we have only 16,000 planners, and we produce only 616 planners per year against an annual demand of 119,000. Fairly staggering numbers to state the least. I think there are various specialized professions like quantity surveyors, and the current shortage of skilled manpower in this area is about 70,000 annually. Facilities managers, this shortage is close to about 150,000 today. Valuers, close to 100,000, and which are in short supply as there is no formal education in these professions, which are completely missing. And add to that the need for construction project management and sustainability professionals. And we have a glaring issue with the shortage of skilled manpower, which is impacting the industry. And if this demand-supply gap is not augmented, this could mean that by 2020, we could have a shortfall of close to 44 million professionals. I think that's a fairly staggering number. And even if we were to kind of disregard and err on the fact that our growth projections may not be 8 to 9% over the next at least coming few years, it is still going to be a staggering shortfall as far as professionals is concerned. Then there is the larger issue of skilled manpower at the worker level. And, in terms of trades, and the current shortage is estimated to be about 50 million. And I think the National Skills Development Corporation, which is the nodal agency for skills development, is funding various initiatives to basically produce skilled manpower for this industry. And I think the target is an ambitious target of training about 100 million people over the next 10 years. Now, these are fairly staggering numbers, and even if we were to train a small portion of this, I think would be a fair achievement. But I think that is really the summary of the situation as it stands as on date. Thus, skills development, I must emphasize, is truly one of the biggest issues facing the industry, and one that RICS is extremely committed to, being a global body for professional, for qualifications and standards in land, property, and construction. Over the next 45 minutes or so, we'll debate about the strategies for mass housing development, and some of these include the use of off-site prefabricated technologies, precast technologies that we've discussed in the previous session as well, because I think that is going to play a very important role in building homes or buildings in a very short period of time. And we have Mr. Majumdar and Mr. Singh who will be presenting some of the recommendations and some of the pioneering work that they're doing in this area. Technology again has a very important role to play in our real estate projects and in building smart connected future cities. Mr. Alok Agarwal will discuss the role of integrated ERP solutions and their benefits in terms of financial management, inventory management, project planning, and ancillary benefits. And I think what we also intend to do is cover a number of advanced technologies that will impact the construction industry in the future. Without taking any further time, let me invite the first panelist, Mr. Majumdar, to make a presentation on strategies for mass housing development.
I would like to thank Naredco for inviting me here to present this technological upgradation strategy. I would first like to thank the role of BMTPC without which this technology upgradation would not have been possible. BMTPC had come out with a global tender for alternate construction technology in 2010, wherein 30 technologies from all over the world participated. We had also participated. And out of them, 6 technologies were shortlisted by the BMTPC to see their implementation. And I'm glad to present before you all the 6 technologies. We'll just have a look at it. The first technology is what we call as system using steel mesh, polystyrene core and chipping concrete. It is one of the most prevalent technology all over the world. In over 40 countries this is being used. What they use is the expanded polystyrene core with the wire mesh and the chipping concrete, as you can see, which gives you insulation advantage, acoustic advantage, as well as lightweight. Apart from the fact that this needs a skill at a level where we are not accustomed to, and without the government support and government inspiration, this will not be possible. The second technology that came was, as we had discussed, was with the precast technology. Precast has been here for around 20 years. The only hindrance for us in using this precast technology is that our villages and our roads are not equipped to use the kind of materials and the kind of technology that gets used in using this precast for their homes. You cannot expect a villager to use a 20 lakh machine to build his 1 lakh rupee home. That is the basic challenge, and that is where the skill and also the manpower needs to be taken into consideration. Now, the third technology which was shortlisted was again with the steel and wire mesh system, but there was no core inside. Again, the technology is there for around 1.5 decades. They have been bringing in this technology for around 1 year here. They have done one project in Gurgaon, but the commercial aspect of the technology is still challenging, as the chairperson would agree that the skill is the most important aspect where we lag, and I fully agree to that part, and that is why we need a technology which is easy on use as well as easy on pocket. Both the things should merge. If we cannot merge both the things, it's impossible for us to meet the housing standards as well as expectations of our growing poor as well as upper poor or middle income group. The third technology that was used there was using the steel bits prefab technology that we already discussed. It was already discussed in the previous session, so I would not like to dwell on it. It's already been discussed at length by Supertech, and I am happy that Supertech has brought this technology. At least the buildings which are more than 15 to 20 storied high would be built with this and will save a lot of time